Is that enough? Is that enough?
海外で買い物をするときなどに便利な表現です。リエゾンが多発して、慣れないと全く違う文章のように聞こえます。このフレーズの変化のポイントは、真ん中の単語、that です。直前の単語、is の s と結合すると、th が消えてしまうのです。同時に、直後の単語、enough と結合したときに、フラップ t により、ラ行に近い音に変わります。それでは実際のネイティブの発音を聞いてみましょう。
Enough for you.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
I don't know, is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Daddy, is that enough to bring Michael back?
Is that enough? Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough information for you?
Is that enough science for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for the hullabaloo?
Okay, so is that enough to take to the press, start a ruckus?
No.
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Now, is that enough respect for Mr. Nobel and the wonderful United States of America?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough to kill the dragon?
Is that enough?
But is that enough?
Is that enough?
Virgil, is that enough to send in for you to make a projection?
Is that enough for a used car?
Yes, but is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough or do you want more?
Is that enough for a marriage?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough of a commitment for you?
Is that enough or it's gonna cost me more?
I mean, here they've got a license to steal from the general public, all legal and above board, but is that enough?
I tell you, isn't that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
For God's sake, is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough for the magistrates?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough of a distraction for you?
Is that enough for you guys? Is that enough, Jenna? Is
Yeah, but is that enough to make either of them the killer?
But is that enough?
Is that enough? Maybe.
Is that enough detail?
Is that enough time?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough with police?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough food?
Is that enough?
Is that enough ice for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough time to build a barricade?
Is that enough to get them off the street?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Come on, is that enough?
Is that enough spine?
Is that enough?
This is Dick Skiggs enough! Are you
Is that enough intel for you, Jack?
Is that enough?
Is that enough information?
You need his social security number 2.
Is that enough or you want some more?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough metal for you? Or do you want more?
I'm just asking you, is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough chicken?
Is that enough equipment for, say, a highly gifted, highly skilled psychiatrist?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough time to get everything ready?
Is that enough? I can.
Is that enough?
Is that enough to get started?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough to kill them?
Is that enough for you, sweetheart?
Is that enough?
Is that enough? Anything about anything?
Is that enough huevos revueltos for you?
Is that enough?
Is it enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for your love?
Is that enough info?
But is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough if I just call you Oren?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you or do you want more?
Is that enough?
Is that enough to get me arrested?
But is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you, Grandma?
Yeah, is that enough time to pull this off?
Is that enough of a reason?
Is that enough?
There, is that enough casual conversation?
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough proof for you, Dr. Chang?
Is that enough?
Is that enough Parmigiano?
Is that enough?
that enough time?
I mean, is that enough motive to kill somebody?
Is that enough income?
Is that enough?
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough proof for you, son?
Is that enough sausage?
Yes.
Is that enough?
Is that enough time for us to even do anything?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough to prove Zane's loyalty?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for round 2?
Is that enough? Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough to get you started?
Is that enough explanation for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Do you ever take the hearing aids out and just say that's enough?
Is that enough?
And she says, that Colonel Wallace says, that Mr. Elliot says, that enough.
Is that enough time for you to iron your jeans?
You want more or is that enough?
Is that enough? Is that enough postage?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough fucking punch for you?
Is that enough info?
Is that enough?
That enough for you?
Is that enough power for you? Is that enough food? Is that enough time?
Is that enough existential stench for you?
But is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough time to tidy up?
Is that enough?
Is that enough time?
So is that enough, or do you want him on his hands and knees?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough time to get ready? Plenty. Yeah.
Is that enough? Is that enough for you to go back to your something special life and...
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Is that enough time to finish Hope's training for shows?
Standard, is that enough?
Is that enough motivation for you?
Is that enough?
Well, maybe is that enough ocean for you?
Joe's got a dog.
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough time?
Is that enough? Is that enough for you?
Is that enough blood for you, Mr. DNA?
Well, is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Jake, is that enough, Jake?
Is that enough ass for you? Please, is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough time to get to the place?
Is that enough?
Okay, Gene, is that enough?
Is that enough, Sarge?
Drink a whole lot of beer, is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough of that?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough time?
It's...
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough? Is that enough time?
Okay.
I don't care if it's a...
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough income?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough to invite your meeting people for?
Can't come up with money by Friday, you know, is that enough?
That's enough! Well, I got $50, is that enough?
Basta. See.
Is that enough eggs for you, sir?
Is that enough?
Alright, here you go.
Is that enough time? Is that enough? Is that enough?
Enough to get started?
Is that enough clearance for you?
Is that enough to keep you busy? Is that enough time?
Sure.
Is that enough time for you, Ms. Sullivan?
Is that enough?
Okay.
$25, is that enough?
Is that enough for you?
Thanks a lot.
Is that enough?
Enough?
Is that enough, babe?
Is that enough already?
Is that enough for you now?
Yes.
Enough. Is that enough disappointment?
Is that enough?
Is that enough of a flavor?
Is that enough?
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 Is that enough to melt the lug nut?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Detective, is that enough for a proper perp walk of shame?
That's enough.
Is that enough or you need more? Is that enough cabbage for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough, Major?
Is that enough? Is that enough food?
Is that enough?
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Enough?
Is that enough makeup?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough to get Melon to arrest Remus?
Scott would ask him, is that enough time?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Well, is that enough to get me home?
I just want that. Is that enough for you?
Is that enough to kill you?
Is that enough room?
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough?
Is that enough for you guys?
Is that enough for trinkets?
Is that enough Y for you? Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
But did the doctor say that was...
The doctor says it won't kill me, so is that enough of an answer?
God damn it, is that enough?
Is that enough of a palate cleanser?
He throws down 40 and he goes, is that enough?
Is that enough reason for me not to go?
Is that enough? And I'm like, is that enough? And then I'm like, is that enough? Is that enough?
I'm gay. Is that enough?
Enough, yeah.
Is that enough reason? Oh.
Is that enough?
Is that enough?
Yeah. Okay, so is that enough?
Is that enough?
Is that enough instruction for today?
Is that enough of a reason?
Is that enough to save us? Is that enough, Mel? Is that enough?
Is that enough?